Centuries ago, the land of Danaea was settled by the gods, who made a homeland for the elves. Over the years, elves fought against waves of invasions from humans, dwarves, gnomes, and more. To prevent further incursion, a group came together to create a ritual that would separate Danaea into its own demiplane. While this was successful, it created points of planar instability, where denizens of the other planes broke through. In a land on the verge of war, with constant planar invasions, here our adventure begins. This is Fadehome. Now let's get to know some of our players. Let's get an introduction from Bobby.
Yeah, hi. I'm Bobby. I am playing Swish Mythweaver, an Air Genasi Tempest Cleric of Lear, god of water, navigation, and storms. I'm a free spirit with an adventurous soul. My history of less than legal activities and rocky relationship with my temple has shown me some hard truths of the world, and I intend to use this experience to guide and protect my younger sister on her incipient adventure as we seek answers to questions of lost ancestry.
All right, and let's get an introduction from the sister, Faye.
Oh, hey there, hi there, ho there. I'm Faye there. I use she, her pronouns. I'm playing Serla Mythweaver, a Star Genasi rune child sorcerer with a hint of a bard flavor thrown in there. I have a family history that stretches back all the way to divinity times. But I've lived a pretty sheltered life up until now. And this is my first time away from home. First time really seeing the world. The first time I get to wear pants for a long bit, which is really exciting. My older sibling, Swish, in case you couldn't see the family resemblance, is, they found a story about that one ancestor in divinity times, and it's all from the narrative that I've been accompanied to. So now we're trying to find the reason why it's off and see the world for what it is.
Okay, Kong.
Hi, I'm Kong. He, him. I play a quick step blood singer called Rinjig. Through unfortunate circumstances, Rin's family and friends have been lost to him, or rather, he has become lost to them. He's spent months searching, and seems that there's no possibility to find his way back home. Finding people to trust and bond with is no easy feat, but Rin will need them to gain knowledge and strength required for this endeavor.
All right, Maya.
Hey, I'm Maya. She, her pronouns. And I'll be playing Ayla Rin, a Wood Elf Druid. I've lived a homey life with my family, taming, training, and bonding with the animals of the forest. But now I'm ready to adventure and discover the secrets of the spiritual bond between us, the animals, and the land.
All right, and Thomas.
Hi there, gentlefolks. I'm Thomas, he, they, and I'll be playing Fiddick Asterfin. I'm a fawn, way of mercy monk, a refugee who escaped the wars and intrigues of the Fey courts with my family to the relative peace and safety of Danaea. I'm imbued with strange abilities, but otherwise down to earth, positive, and empathetic.
All right, and I'm Olivia, she, they, and I will be playing everyone else. So.
Wait.
So where we left off, Isla had gone to escort two people who had been turned into trees home, while the rest of the party went off with the druid Shayla. She took them to her home, and where they encountered some more of those wooden leeches, and then took them down into her bog cave, which went largely unappreciated, though it was almost set on fire. it turns out that dried peat is flammable.
That was the
morning,
point.
That
It
was
wakes
the point.
fire.
Yeah.
So in the morning, the party met some awakened trees, then went off to the Weeping Willow, which Shayla had identified as the source of these issues. The Weeping Willow has been separated from its dryad, and the dryad likely has not survived being parted from its willow. In its grief, the willow has corrupted many creatures of the forest. So the party struggled through many charming little plants, and Fiddick had a moment of bonding with the tree, which only those that speak Sylvan could understand. Finally, after some persuasion, the tree ceased its attacks and the plants returned to normal. But we will not pick up there. We will, in fact, pick up with Isla, who has just been escorting the 2 elves who have recently been turned from trees.
Yeah, so how are they doing? Are they like awake and
They are awake. There is a man and a woman. The Connor and Ash, and they are both kind of stretching their legs a bit, and the woman will say, I may be named after a tree, but I never wanted to become one.
I was trying to avoid the pun myself, but I'm glad you're back to how you're comfortable.
Thank you. Shayla said you would help us get home. I would really appreciate the help.
Yeah. If there's anything you want to communicate to me, and you want me to communicate back, please let me know now. Because I'm probably going to go elk to get us there as fast as we can.
Oh, you're a druid like Shayla.
Yes. I wouldn't say like Shayla, but yes, I am.
I see. Well, thank you. And, our home is, about 2 miles, east of here. And she'll give you rough directions, and, Connor looks like he took a little bit of damage.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, do they look roughed up? Because I can give them a little bit of healing.
Ash is in better shape than Connor. Connor is not great. But he's gonna, I don't know, spit on it and be ready to go.
Rub some dirt in it, kid.
And fade to black? What? I'm sorry.
He's gonna.
Okay.
Thanks. You don't look like you fared very well. I was facing the other direction. I didn't see what happened, but we heard, and it was, well, it sounded bad.
I'm grateful to have the friends that I do. And that we all share the same mission, that is to get you to safety, so I am not in the greatest, but I will get you there.
All right.
Yeah, so she'll use one of her wild shapes. Yeah, she'll go elk to carry them, and
Okay.
and she'll just yeet as fast as she can back to their home.
Yeet through Pete. Yeet through Pete.
Ash will kind of steer you with your horns, and antlers. That's what it's called.
Every time they tug on her antlers, she just looks back like, You could just point though.
I mean,
You're
wait.
behind your
What
head.
season?
You could just point.
What season is this? Because depending on the season, if you tug on an elk's antlers, they fall right off.
It's like early fall.
That's about when. Like it
So
sometimes
you're saying
happens,
Tugs on an
pre-winter.
antler and then ends up with an antler, and it's
Yeah.
like,
You're
oh my
saying that-
god.
Wild shape is now seasonal depending on where you're at.
I mean, it makes no sense. Look,
You
wild
might
shape
want it
makes
to be
little sense.
sometimes,
Yeah. Did you
Uh,
turn into a seasonal elk?
No, you don't get extra points for me.
Okay. Well,
No, I think she just
eventually
turns into
she
elk.
does start just kind of patting you on one side to steer you.
Fair enough.
Roll survival with advantage, please.
Okay. Alright, that's not
Okay.
bad. 21 for survival.
So, although elk are not native to bogs, you find your way,
Valid.
leaping.
I chose the fastest, not the most conventional.
Yeah, leaping over, the wetter parts and kind of following the trail that they take that's a little more, flattened out. And you make it to a small roundhouse, kind of in the middle of nowhere, where there's a little patch of, like a little vegetable garden out front, where there's an older man who is harvesting some squash. And when you've left kind of you're now on the edge of the bog where it turns more into forest.
Okay, cool.
And Ash would say, "Oh, home sweet home. Why don't you come in and meet our father?"
Ayla will just kind of wait for them to get off and give a long pause as they start to walk in. She's
Phrasing.
She's all right. So it was fun, guys. I'm gonna head out.
I apologize. It was a double one
Yeah, I
for
don't-
Olivia, and then you.
But yeah, she'll definitely give like an awkward pause as she takes comfort in not speaking in her animal form. But yeah, she just will kind of look at them and be like, and she'll turn back to Elf.
The old man will kind of get up. What took you so long? And what's with the elk is a person. Interesting. Well,
Okay.
what took so long and what happened? You all look terrible. And Ash will say, "Thanks, Dad. We were waylaid by some monsters, but very large ticks, which turned us into trees, but we got turned back, and this druid was kind enough to escort us home." And he's just gonna like, "You didn't have to lie. Ticks turned you into trees? Back in my day, ticks just took your blood, and you would have to check for ticks." But
What is this? This race-sized man that I'm looking at again?
wood elf.
Oh, okay.
He's older, so he's a little hunched over, but
Okay, yeah.
Um,
So, Ala will just say, "Well, they came about up to here," and she puts like her hand up to her chest.
mhm.
So, not quite something that I'm accustomed to, and clearly you aren't. But they were brave enough to survive it.
If you say so.
She just
Right.
looks at them, looks back at
They
him.
just kind of like shrug and I'll say picks in a bog. Sure. Did you get any, Pete? And they kind of look at each other and they're like, of course you didn't. Well, come on, you like squash?
I love everything from what the ground provides.
Okay. You're like that.
You're one of those.
Well, come on in. We're having zucchini pancakes.
Oh, that sounds excellent.
Fellas.
So he will escort you in and set to making some basically like zucchini fritters. Inside there's just, there's a central fire, a few benches, bed rolls in the, or with kind of straw mats along the wall. It's pretty humble abode, but you're probably used to that kind of living. And he'll say, "Okay, have a seat." And
She does.
get to cooking, whereas Ash and Connor say, "Thank you again." So, can you tell us what happened? We didn't really see much. We heard a lot, but heard somebody screaming about it liking lightning. Seemed a little hysterical. But other than that, we heard some like slurping noises. It was a little
I can only
unsettling.
imagine, yes, the terror that you went through. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. There are some less than natural beings in the forest and in the bog. And my friends and I are also trying to investigate them to see exactly what is causing this. So I don't have a direct answer for you. But we're working on it. And we'll hopefully rid this entire area of any of these things. I am so sorry that you had to go through what you went through.
Was rather frightening, but you should get some rest and set out in the morning. It's quite late.
As, I guess, Ayla's still bleeding out at this point. As soon as she drops Elk, yeah, she's just bleeding.
Yeah, she looks bad.
Yeah, she is not good. Right. Sorry to even come to your abode looking like this.
Don't worry.
I will. Yes. Please just point me where I can clean up.
Oh, sorry, but we do have a bucket out back that you can, it has rainwater. It should be fresh. You can use that to wipe off the blood. We don't really have much else.
I see.
Or there's like a barrel of rainwater and like a little bucket that you would kind of pour over yourself.
Gotcha. Okay, is this normal, like, accommodations out here?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I'll also tell you where the outhouse is.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
This is like
so-
upper middle class. Gotta say.
Like, no, we got
Uh,
running water, and we're just snickering around the corner watching.
No, this would be
So,
pretty typical.
okay, cool. So I would just say, do you have more buckets around that I could perhaps use?
Sure. And she'll find some for you.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah. So Isla will just go up back where she was pointed to, and she'll do the bathing. But I mean, then she'll take as many buckets as provided, and she will use create water,
Okay.
and she will provide them then with fresh, clean, potable water. As many buckets as she can fill.
All right. Uh, Thank you. That is an impressive spell you've got there.
Oh, wait, they're watching her.
You're not
bathe?
watching. I'm
Okay.
assuming that this is
I
when you bring it to
I
them.
thought this was like she would do this.
No,
like,
this is not a
quietly.
after.
Okay.
I thought you showered and then provided the
Oh, okay.
the water.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
think
Do a perception check. You don't know.
perception check for peeping toms.
So there I was, butt-ass nude, barbecue sauce on my titties. I look and see this motherfucker looking at me.
But when she's done showering, yeah, I think she'll just quietly fill as many buckets as she
Mhm.
can. And so then yeah, she'll probably get reclothed and walk back in. She'll probably carry a couple buckets in.
Oh. Where did that water come from?
One of my talents is surviving. And so you will need these to survive. And she'll just gently place the buckets down.
Oh, is that what took you so long? Your pancakes are getting cold.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. And she'll just give like a smile to the
Ash and
the
Connor
peop-
just kind of shrug
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, she just gives a smile to Ash and Connor, and she'll rush to go sit down.
And survival
And
needs
then-
water, pancakes.
Gotta get your priorities straight.
And then Ash will be like, Dad, be hospitable to our guests. He's like,
And Ayla will just kind of say, I have many elders that are similar. Cherish them while you have them.
Hospitable? You mean hostile? I can do that.
Hoss something. So after
Roki, oh no.
you eat, they will definitely get you somewhere to lie down and by the fire, and you can get a long rest.
Can I ask them about their spirituality, religion? Do they seem, I guess first look at them, do they seem to look like any particular type of persuasion?
Looking around, you don't see any particular shrine or holy symbol or anything like that.
Okay. All right. Not even my girl Davin?
No.
Okay. Okay, well then, yeah, she'd like to ask, as she's, as they're providing all the sheets, and that's too much, no. As they're providing whatever she needs to go to sleep. She will just kind of ask them, is there anything that you believe in beyond us?
So Ash will say, well, we don't necessarily follow any of... I mean, we believe in the 11 gods, but we really... not the same way as you, but try to...
What are your assumptions?
Well, we are one with the land, but not so much that we can conjure water and turn into elk.
I see.
But we mostly believe in the spirit of the land. Every hill, every bog, every tree, it has its own spirit, and when we take from it, we give thanks, and when it nourishes us, we give thanks. This zucchini that we eat was provided by the dirt beneath us, and we
Of course.
will one day return to the dirt. That is, the gods, well, they have little to do with us, but the land beneath our feet, the bog that provides us our living, the trees that provide us shelter, those we are intimately associated with.
I see. I think you have a good way of living.
I think so too.
Not that my opinion should bear on how you live, but...
And you?
I believe similar. That it's important that everybody, every single being, should be connected to the land in some way. And when you see all of the war and the trivial fighting that goes on, it just seems so unnecessary sometimes. It's important for there to be a food chain, but sometimes I connect more with the beast than I do with all of the beings that walk among us.
That's understandable. I imagine turning into a beast would lead to a deeper connection, although I'm not sure that turning into a tree increased my connections to the trees.
Yeah, unfortunately, unwilling circumstances are probably not going to be deepening that connection. I'm, again, sorry that you had to go through with that.
It's all right. But thank you for helping us.
Of course. It's the least that I could do. And if you ever need anything, and I don't know exactly how Ella would drop like a business card. Like I don't know how she would describe where her location in the forest is. I think she probably, I mean, she had her job in training and taming beasts, you know, for people to rent out basically or to buy as mounts. She's worked closely with the city nearby, but I don't really know how she would just say, you know, you can come find me here if you need me, or you can come find my family here if you need me. But she'll say that.
If you don't mind, I'm rather tired. But let us know if you need anything. If you're still hungry, or if it gets too hot, too cold, we can help you out.
I'll be just fine, but I very much appreciate you.
All right, thank you. And they will go to bed. Eventually.
Oh, not bad.
Anything else you want to do before a long rest?
Ayla will just position herself whatever room space that she was given. She'll just position herself like towards the window when she goes to meditate for the night. And if there's not a window, then she'll go outside in the morning.
Yeah, there's not really a window necessarily.
Okay. So she'll probably do a bit of her trance indoors, but then she'll finish the rest of her trance outdoors. Because she really needs to commune with that, with the sun, with the nature. So they'll find her outdoors in the morning.
Mm-hmm. So first, the old man will come out and be like, "Ah, there you are. Thought you'd run off on us." Enjoying the weather, and you can see it's overcast and drizzling.
Yes, I'm quite fond of it. It's what feeds, and she, as she goes to talk, she's looking back at this man and is like, perhaps I should stop. But yeah, so she just kind of trails off. It feeds on it. And she just looks back at him.
A squash. That's what's important.
Right. The squash.
Here. Help my daughter out and Connor, I guess. And he gives you a bag with some squash in it.
Poor Connor, man.
Fruit on man, Connor.
Can't do nothing wrong.
But Isla will, she'll unfold her ceremonies, kind of sit, and she'll stand up and she'll say, "Is there anything I can do to assist you before I leave?"
Well, not really. I've almost finished my harvest and should be done.
Do you consume meat?
From time to time.
Do you enjoy consuming meat?
Yeah, but it's a bit of a luxury.
I see.
You know?
And so, with that,
Feeling a little judgment from
Isla is going to immediately just like scout her surroundings, and she's either gonna go like predator bird or wolf, depending on if it seems like there's better game in the sky or if there's better game on the ground. And she's gonna go just a humble little hunt, just a little something for him to show her gratitude.
Yeah. I would
So
say
yeah, just looking around, whatever seems to be the best.
roll survival.
Okay, cool. Survival. Okay, well, that's a natural 20 for a 26.
Nice. It looks like this area has a good amount of rabbits, which you could do as either a wolf or a bird, but
it sounds more like a fox mission to me. She can go fox. She hasn't done that yet, as you've seen.
Bark,
but
bark.
Oh,
Yeah,
hunt
yeah,
rabbits.
hunting
Foxy.
some wabbits seems like she might want to go fox. So
They
okay,
can have
cool.
rabbits, too.
So she'll just give a nod to the old man, and then she'll literally just leap forward and transform into fox, and she'll go on the hunt, just to
Okay.
just to bring a little wabbit back if she can.
I just
Any
like to
of
think
you
of this.
guys-
Wait,
Sorry,
what
I just
happened?
like to think this from like the old man's perspective of okay, uh, family and Connor didn't die. Weird Druid lady turned from elk into human. Weird, but okay. And now they just like leapt out into the rain, all fucked. And shit. It's just like I need to lay off the cush, man. From its point of view, it's pretty weird.
Did
I didn't
any
mean
of
to
you
interrupt.
guys
That's
read
fine.
Animorphs?
Oh, I did,
I've
yeah.
heard of it.
Yeah.
Only the second and third frame of the transformation made me unable to open these books.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining as you leap into fox form. Is it's just like the slow transition.
Just the cursed image to this man. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So she'll do her best just to bring a little something back.
Okay. So I'd say with your natural 20, you bring back 3 rabbits.
Hell yeah. Sweet. So she'll bring them back in the fox form
Mhm.
in her mouth and see how the elder receives this.
Oh my, that's handy.
She nods and then she gestures with her head like into the house, like, where do I put this?
Right. Well, I gotta, skin them and treat them. So why don't you drop them over here? And you see, there's like a kind of a tanning area so that he can
Oh,
also
okay, cool.
use the fur.
Sweet. Awesome.
So,
Yeah. So she'll go over there and deposit them.
looks like rabbits on the menu. Thank you.
This was my
Wolf nods. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Fox nods.
He
I'm so
will
used to being wolf.
hesitantly reach out to scratch your ears.
She will tilt one ear closer to him.
This is weird, but I guess
She slightly nods.
How come you don't want to pet me when I'm a human?
I mean, that's always been the weird part about druids.
If you don't
should
love
not-
me at my human, you don't
Yeah,
deserve me at my
exactly.
fox.
If you wouldn't head scritch the human form, then don't head scritch the dog, wolf, fox, bird.
So does that
fish
apply
form.
for otherwise the other way to that? If you want to do something to a human, don't do it to the bear, because I'm putting a lot of Baldur's Gate 3 players on blast right now with Howson.
Yeah,
There's
so
a lot of problematic health.
it is interesting that
Halcyon brings up a very
Isla.
different question of man or bear.
Yes.
Porque no los dos. Yes.
Man or gay man?
No.
Yes.
Okay, no. It is interesting. Why?
Yeah.
Well, Isla, acts this way.
Well, remember to eat the squash before it goes bad, or don't, I guess.
She leans into the hand a little bit.
Then you transform back to human real quick. What?
He's like,
Yeah, she kind of looks to see if he's gonna walk away to make this less awkward.
he will eventually walk away and start on the rabbit.
Okay, yeah, then she'll
Just like looking off in the distance, like petting you.
Mm-hmm.
then she'll go back to elf mode. And yeah, she'll just she'll say her kind of not goodbyes yet, but she will say to the people
By this
that
time,
she's
Connor and Ash are up.
yeah, she'll want to address Connor and Ash and I guess explain to them that she needs to go back and find the group, but ask if they have
Oh,
any kind of insight to how they were doing, what's up, anything. I guess they wouldn't, because they left with her.
They went back to Shayla's. I think they talked about going back to Shayla's place. I can give you directions. We're heading into the bog anyway to cut some more peat. So
You're going back out today, right now.
well, it's what we do. We were gonna stay close to home this time, but
Fair enough. Yes, if you could please just point me in the direction, or if you saw any landmarks, that would assist me there. I'll have no problem finding the way.
to be honest, it just kind of looks like bog. But if you see, she lives in, there's this circle with 3 stones. That's
Okay.
where she lives under it. But
Okay. In what way is she under the bog?
she does this thing, and the circle opens up, and she climbs down, and I've only been there once. It's kind of damp. And yeah, that's where she calls home.
Okay. I hate to ask this, but is there any chance that you had any kind of token from her, or any perhaps laceration from her that I could pick up a scent on?
Oh, well, she gave us this art piece. It's a little unsettling.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a crazy person's actions. Okay.
And she will take you to this.
No, Swish.
But and she, from like a back corner under a thing, she pulls out, it's like a knotted braid, but it's made with worms, like dead worms.
Oh,
This lady, man.
okay.
And like, it's like, you know, the Celtic knotwork. It's very well made. It's very impressive, but
Okay.
instead of like rope or yarn or whatever, it is dead worms.
Okay. And when she takes me back here, is it just on display? Is it on the
No.
floor? Like, what am I walking into?
They hide it.
Okay. So she uncovers it. Got you.
Like,
Okay, all right.
You know,
Got you.
people that like they get a vase from their grandmother, and they only, you know, when grandma visits, they display it, but otherwise it's tucked away. She kind of winces as she picks it up, and in the center there's like a dead frog that's like desiccated and
Oh man. Okay.
I don't know if this will work.
I can certainly try. This is not of any importance to you if I take it, right?
No,
I only need a part of it.
and she will carefully pull off a little piece of the wormy
Okay.
The wormy braid.
yeah, the wormy braid, and say, we'll just tell her it got damaged in an accident.
Sure. I guess she'll hold her hands out to receive it.
Yeah.
She'll take it and she'll say, I thank you for providing me with this. I know it's been a rough time for you guys. Please take some time to rest. I know the peat is what you gotta do, but just take a minute, please.
All right.
Don't risk your lives anymore for, I don't know, a couple of days. Please.
Okay.
Not fucking Pete for once in your life. God damn.
So she'll take this and she'll continue her goodbyes. But then, yeah, when she heads out, she's like, "All right, here we go." And
All
I
right.
think she's gonna go wolf.
Work.
And she's gonna fully sniff it out and get familiar with that smell. I mean, she will get familiar with it in her elf form as well, so she's just familiar with the smell in general. But yeah, then she's gonna go wolf, and she's gonna trek and follow it as best as she can.
Okay. Roll survival with advantage.
Okay, let's go well. Oh no. Not great.
That's pretty
Not bad.
Not.
Okay, that's a 15 total for survival.
So you pick up a lot of worm scent, but underneath it there is an elf scent, but even the elf scent is a little wormy.
Okay.
But you will make it to the standing stones, to the stone circle with 3 standing stones, where there's 3 trees kind of wandering around.
Oh. Okay. That's totally fine and cool and normal. Okay, so from a distance, how are they wandering? Are they just aimlessly, or like are they on like patrol, or like what is she?
A little bit on patrol, you would think.
Okay.
Not like super, like they're keeping an eye out.
Okay. I don't have anything in which I could contact anyone. Okay.
Oh, level 4, baby.
Okay, seeing them
One
patrolling.
of the trees will actually approach you.
Oh,
and-
wait! I thought I was hiding in the bush. Okay, all right.
Oh,
What's
you're
up?
hiding? Okay, never mind.
No. I just assumed I was approaching from a distance, but no. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, no. She's just maybe she's just walking up and it's like, what the fuck is this?
It will kind of like tilt its branches and say, "You're not a normal wolf, are you?" Oh, I think that's not the
So-
voice they use.
Oh,
You're
okay.
not a normal wolf, are you?
She will just tilt her head and look at them.
You don't seem dangerous. What can I do for you?
What language are they speaking in?
Common.
Okay. Yeah, I guess she's got to unwelf. So she will unwelf back to elf.
I see. You are like Shayla.
Oh, you know Shayla.
She is the one that brought us to life.
I see. First of all, that's really cool. How is being alive like?
It's very different. We are still trees and spend time bringing our branches to the sun. But from time to time, it is nice to speak.
What do you mean, branches to the sun?
The sun still feeds us, and the
Right,
water below still nourishes us.
right. But do you have to physically bring your branches?
Well, no, but it's fun to wave them around.
Mood.
Like they just don't care.
They just jamming.
It's like an
I
elephant with its
fly
trunk as a baby. Just
branches in the air sometimes.
Dang. Ayo.
Okay, cool. I'm sorry, y'all, but I have to pee so bad. I am gonna pee myself. I'll be right back.
Okay. Take your time.
this pee break is brought to you by Femboy Hooters. We're not sponsored, but we want to be.
Mm-hmm.
How you
They're
doing?
not going to sponsor us.
Well, they don't exist, so fuck them anyway.
Excellent.
I wish they did, but they don't. Hooters, regular Hooters, on the other hand, though.
Do you want to be
Well-
sponsored by Hooters?
I mean, yeah.
Come
You
to
don't
the
want to be
Anthem
sponsored by
Jugs.
Hooters? What'd you say, Olivia?
I said, welcome to the Ample Jugs, where we have
Hmm.
femboys as well as women.
All inclusive.
Hooters and hogs.
Very progressive in space.
Yes.
It's one word for it.
Aggressive, even.
Mhm.
Oh, shit.
All kinds of body types, too.
I mean,
gotta appeal to everyone, right?
in the
You
words
can
of
be
Joe Cat,
Big boned, as long as you feel like your own. You can be the model type. Skinny with no appetite. That's Black Eyed Peas. I listen to them.
to say just the words of Joe Cat. You know, I like girls. You know, I like big girls, pretty city girls, and they also got the other version of the song, which I like boys.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just love all around.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen people? People are hot.
Well, hi, City.
Show us Cat or didn't happen.
She's on the floor.
No.
Now he's under the table. Oh, now he's on the table. Hello, City. He is a Voltoid. And Vader is behind me. Napping.
Mm-hmm. He's done a couple of stretches in the background.
Yeah,
Been cute as shit.
yes. He's always cute. We can just chat. Well, actually, while Ayla is hanging with the trees, why don't we hop back to everybody else?
Yeah.
That's us.
Oh, hey.
That, you guys have just calmed down the willow, and the plants that were attacking have also ceased their violence.
For now.
For
For
now.
Okay. Did you do it, Fiddick?
I think it's listening to me. Am I still crying?
Oh yeah.
No, you're not as sad.
As
I worked through it with him.
Mhm.
But
It was a
It's
wonderful
asking-
speech.
I look at you with wide eyes, realizing that it wasn't just for the tree. Right. Well, it's asking me to guide it. Where's the portal, Shayla?
Oh, give me 10 minutes. I gotta commune.
oh well. Okay. Does the tree speak common, or is it just doing its thing in Sylvan?
I
With
did
you.
try common. And I'll ask it in Sylvan if it speaks common. Does it understand all language or just Sylvan?
It understands Common, Elvish, and Sylvan.
Oh. Cool.
Yes. If you want to talk to it, then I'm sorry. I didn't even ask you your name. If you had one.
I have no name.
Oh.
I
Well,
think
well,
I
do you-
know.
Now I've been to a bog tree with no name.
I am not from this wet land.
Hopefully you won't be here much longer.
I'm into that.
Our friend here is trying to open a portal, allowing you to go back home.
That is
Try it.
good.
Is that what you would like?
Yes. I would like to return.
If you're okay with it, can you tell us more about you while we have the time? I know your previous partner is not with you, but I'd like to know more about them if you'd like to share.
Her name was Linnea. She was close to me. She is my spirit. She is my heart. Without her, I am simply wood.
Well, maybe I just don't know about. But you can be so much more than just. You are so much. You can be so much more than just wood. But I know your partnership is special.
What is a creature without its spirit?
Something still alive and knowing that can learn and change and heal and just because something shifts doesn't mean it can't be put back together.
That's a nice
Because-
sentiment.
You lost a lot, but you didn't lose everything. You're still here, you still remember them. They still are connected to you, even if some days you might not feel like it. you can spread more of what they enjoyed or what they loved, what they believed. I'm not sure what you believe in terms of the afterlife or just what happens when you die, but I like to think that even in just the memories that you still hold of them, that they're here with you, which I know isn't much of a comfort, but it's all you really have left, right?
Would you say so?
You're going to go back to where you belong, and you're going to see, right? You should be able to feel it. If that connection is still there, then it will be restored. If not, then I suppose you can mourn properly. We can't change what was done to you. We can make sure that you're back where you belong.
Green's gonna walk away.
Okay. At half movement.
Quarter movement.
DM so rude. DM so rude.
That was the whole difficulty of the last fight, so really have to rub it in.
Yep. Kareen, who prides himself on being fast.
He's a quick step. What does
in the
that
name.
tell you? Yes, exactly.
Rude. Rude.
How rude. But we're going to wait and give. Unless anyone else wanted to talk to the tree, I think we're going to wait until she attunes and reopens the portal. Or ritual casts, as I think she's doing, since it's taking 10 minutes.
Yes, she's technically 11. So they, after a while, Shayla will rise and say, "Good news is it's not far from here, so shouldn't take long."
Cat noises.
But thanks for the help.
Thanks
It'll
for
be a
your
long
help.
spell going, but we'll make it. It's actually, we'll pass by my place on the way and head north from there.
Okay. All the pets in the background are being so cute today.
City is in the foreground.
Uh-huh.
Guys, my pet is super cute too, okay?
Your pet is also adorable.
Amazing.
I got my old dog bed.
No.
Then yes,
So-
we're going to make that trek. And I will ask the tree if I can, stay.
You may. You may.
Amazing. Thank you.
So the tree and Shayla leads you guys back to her place, where you see, talking to 3 familiar trees. Well, not exactly. Did you turn back into elf form, or are you still a wolf? I forgot.
So she's wolf leaving.
So not exactly talking, but communicating with the tree is a wolf that has familiar markings to you guys.
I mean, we've seen that wolf
Mhm.
as
That wolf.
50% of the time
Yeah.
that we've known Isla. So we should know that wolf if it's always the same wolf she turns
Yeah.
into. Okay.
Reen will sprint out to her.
At half speed.
Come on, man.
Sprint.
Olivia,
Sprint.
so rude.
Sprint like a normie. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sprint through
so
the water.
yeah, Welf hears this and looks up, and I guess what do I see? other than the sprinting person, what do I see?
You see your party.
Oh shit. Okay.
Accompanied by a willow tree, where you see Fiddick atop the willow tree.
Is Fiddick like riding it? Like
Yep.
it
Yeah, I'm holding
Hell
like
yeah.
I'm sitting on a lowish branch, holding the
Hell
trunk.
yeah.
Mhm.
Very cool. Okay.
It's a
Uh,
whole
Isla.
willow, so I have like this whole curtain protecting
Mhm.
me against bugs. So this is the best ride.
Cool.
Mhm.
So I'll just drop.
Are
her
you Isla?
down
Are you Isla?
here. Yeah, you see that Welf looks
I'm actually gonna
towards you
bring you to the other map,
towards you guys. Oh, okay.
just for.
But yeah, you see that Welf looks towards Reen as you say this.
So glad you're okay. You are okay, right?
She'll unwelf. She'll go back to Elf.
Oh.
And just say, "Hey, are you are you guys okay?" Reen, and yes, it's good to see you as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think things are okay for now. Yeah.
I got the previously tree people home safely.
It's wonderful. I was very worried about you. I didn't like letting you go off on your own.
Hopefully.
Last week when I said you went off on your own, I said, and she'll hopefully be fine.
Mm.
I get
Yeah,
I get a DM from Olivia like, "Hey Maya, we need to just have a one-on-one real quick."
Or be
Because
like,
you
hey
died
Maya,
off
you died.
screen. Yeah.
How much do you care about my story?
Alright, my roll 46 for me. Okay.
Yeah,
I
just
roll it
get
again.
get that message out the blue. At Thanksgiving dinner, Olivia's like,
Oh
"Hey, I
yeah,
need
no,
you to roll this."
Thanksgiving dinner.
By the way, were you thankful for being alive in my game? Because you can cross that off.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
So you will.
Yeah, she'll
Hi.
happily walk over to Reen and see how does Reen look right now?
Reen's pretty bloody. More
Oh no.
at the moment looks kind of like conflicted emotionally.
Okay. Valid, but she's gonna look at your physical ones first before your emotional one. No, but valid.
Bloody. Bloody? This is a fair
I
Yeah,
assessment.
so
mean, his
yeah.
emotional wounds are also bloody.
I don't have a spell for those ones, unfortunately.
Reen's okay with being bloody.
But yeah, so Isla will just kind of walk over to you, Reen, and just kind of like she'll give you like a general checkup, like she kind of like pats you and to see your wounds and stuff, and she'll look for the others.
Hey, you look a
Yeah.
lot better.
Yeah, it turns out that, like, steaming garbage wasn't really my best luck.
Yeah, we did some of that too.
And then again, I mean, same thing. She looks at Fiddick. How does Fiddick look?
Oh, I am A-okay.
Okay.
Today I got all the luck that Rinjig didn't. So
boy.
I
boy.
am
Okay.
I'm top notch. I could give an aerobics class.
Whoop. Show you some bloodshot eyes.
All right. Well, Isla will start just like patching up, Reed Jake then, just seeing that you're okay ish. Yeah. So just go ahead and start patching you up.
I'll be fine.
It's-
It's just a couple gashes.
It's good to see you again, Isla.
Hey, it's good to see you. And again, she looks Sirla up and down. How does Sirla look?
How does... I know she got...
And I don't mean just physically. I just mean all around.
She's a little bruised up, a little cut up. More so than you've pretty much always seen her.
Oh, okay.
It's weird because they're like maybe like a gash on her arm. And it's all like oozing out like pure white. Like it looks more like luminous is the word I'm thinking of. As it's it's starting to scab over and dim a little bit, but like it's a both cool and weird probably.
Fair enough. Well, then I guess as her attention's drawn, she looks for Swish then, naturally.
Yeah, Swish is not looking very good at all, actually.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
Oh, I can. I forgot. I can take care of at least the two of us. She'll do a bit of a twin spell. Cure wounds on the two of us.
Twin spell for the twins.
What? So that's 4 points of healing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Swish is still bloodied.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be our
Say
state
that,
until
no.
yeah.
Well, maybe we can take a short rest here before moving on in case something else wants to waylay us.
Actually,
Yeah.
if anyone wants to ride the willow instead
I
of
am not
me,
going anywhere close to that fucking tree.
well, you look like you have open wounds and you're walking through a bog. I mean, I'm no doctor personally, but
Well,
I
it's
would
okay.
say
He can ride on my disc. If we just have 10 minutes, I can summon
What
it.
are you
Ow.
what are you talking about, Fiddick? What do you mean?
well, I mean, I don't want his wounds to get infected. I mean, I'm currently riding this tree simply because I really don't like bogs. And some people in our
He's
party
got
are actually needing it.
How
Not a problem with bugs.
How
I can
tall
just-
is this tree that he's riding?
Like 15 feet.
Oh, okay.
Like, there's room for all of us if we wanted, but obviously Swish is not a friend of this tree. I'm a tree hugger, obviously, because I'm hugging that tree.
You
get on the
cannot get a
disc.
short rest riding a disc or a tree. You have to actually be
Oh,
sitting down.
okay. Sure.
Yeah, are you guys just
On
like,
bed.
are you friends now? She calls up to you.
There's
Imagine
a...
Squish is going no, and Sila's like,
Yeah. Yeah, literally.
There's a
Are you sure?
mutual
Because, like, what if
understanding.
you're carrying someone, who just went down in combat or something, and you're, they're gonna maybe not a long or a short rest, but like a little bit of recovery of some sort. I don't know.
I mean, it should be easier than walking, especially through a bog. But
But what
I mean,
I'm
I
just saying,
understand
'cause-
the lying down. The lying down part must be
the lying what?
lying down.
The lying what?
Down.
Dong? Dong?
No, not dong.
I especially heard dong the first.
Now,
I
Yeah.
I think that's a problem with where your brain's at because I don't think
think-
anybody else heard dong.
no.
Yeah, it's
No,
just you,
I'm
Faye.
usually with you, Faye. I'm usually
I'm
with
also,
you, but
like,
not on
the-
that one.
The
I
dong
will
doesn't
clip this
lie.
back later. I have the recording.
I have the power.
And then there will be an absolutely shitty edit over my voice that just says dong.
Dong.
It's just
Don't be
clearly-
Danny DeVito.
it's just clearly Faye's voice.
Yeah.
Dong.
Well, I
I
mean,
mean, Danny DeVito, thank you very much.
now that he said it, you can just take that clip and edit it over. So,
Yeah, exactly.
You get it.
Now you have my voice.
you done it now.
I should
we'll-
know better
we'll-
than
we'll
let Faye
know.
steal my voice.
The entire universe won't know, but we'll know.
People who are
No,
watching
sorry.
now, you
I
know
wasn't
the
like-
truth.
There's 3 people on stream right now, and
And
one of
it's-
them's me.
It's all us.
It's probably well, you know the truth. Spread it as the gospel.
All right, but cool. So, okay. So, you're just riding it on this Iron Giant style. Okay, cool.
There's some mutual understanding that we came to, and honestly, I get where this willow's at.
Okay.
Getting close to the willow, you do feel a sense of sadness, just
Again,
overwhelming. It's not
Didn't turn
so
it off.
strong as it doesn't. You're not like incapacitated by it, but it is still. There's just an aura of grief.
Okay. Can Isla kind of look at this situation and gleam like, does this seem to come from good, like, natural causes? Is this bad natural causes? Like, what is this to her?
It's roll nature.
Okay. Nature. Well, how does a 6 do me?
Yeah, you don't know.
What's my? Okay. All right. So describe it to me. Is it, like, if it looks threatening or not?
It's not threatening. I mean, Fiddick's riding it. It is a weeping willow, but like the willow branches will part to show kind of a face on it.
Oh.
And Shayla will say, "We're taking this guy home. There's still a bit of a portal open."
yeah. Please come with us, and if you want to stay close, I can explain exactly what happened. Give you
Well,
the
do we-
rundown on the day you missed.
Do we want to take a short rest here before we continue on? Or if we run into something else, it's kind of going to be a problem, right?
Is that portal not important to the time?
Well,
I-
it's partially closed, but I think I can reopen it.
I know that every moment away from his realm, from its realm, is not pleasant to the Willow. Obviously, it has lost much. But so the earlier is better, but I don't want to risk anyone else's safety. So I made that mistake once.
Raring to go.
Oh, you sure?
Well, for the reason you just said, he's pretty invested in getting this tree home.
Well,
Honestly,
it sounds like the
faster
portal's
we
gonna.
get this tree out of here.
But you're still hurt.
It
Yes,
seems that
walking
a
away.
lot of you are quite injured.
I would like to inside swish on how dying they are with a 15.
I mean, yeah, it's
How
pretty obvious.
dying
Like, I'm not
are.
doing great. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, it's,
By the way, it could be a medicine as well, and it would be the
Yeah,
exact same roll.
okay.
Uh,
I Swish looks anywhere between like 20 and 40% okay.
20% okay is generally not okay. You should be in bed with an IV, you know.
Fine.
Swish, I swear to the gods. We are staying here and you're getting healed up.
And so it's decided.
Great Willow, is it
Oh.
all right if you wait here? We won't be too long. Just a short moment. Can you wait?
I will wait.
Why don't we just take the rest with it here?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's going to be around. We're not sending it back, but since we're passing by Shayla's abode, we can sleep for 1 hour in a marginally less damp setting than the outside.
But safe. Aside from fires, but you know.
Still smoky.
Well, you're
No,
welcome
I-
either. And you will see her go to the 3 standing stones and place her hand on each one, and you feel kind of like you see sort of like a transfer of power. And then the stone kind of turns and opens up to some stairs. Says, "You're welcome to rest down here with me or up there with the tree. Up to y'all."
Oh.
Swish is like it's hell either way.
I'll stay with the tree.
Okay.
I low key don't need much rest, so
Mhm. Does that mean you are low on key, or?
yeah. I mean, I only need 1 key back out of my 4. That's all I use, honestly.
Huh.
Yeah, it was a pretty. I kept all my resources for the big fight against the tree if things went wrong, but then things went so right.
Mhm.
Maybe for you.
Yeah, for
yes,
you.
I am talking about my roles.
Yourself.
I'm like, did Fiddick fuck a tree? What did I miss?
That's what I'm saying.
Things went so right for me.
I mean,
Look at all those
willow
knots.
flows around him, and you guys didn't see what happened in there,
Oh,
and nobody
no.
but Kong heard.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
they heard me talking. They just
Yeah, they
don't
heard you
know. I was talking in tongues. I was
There were
having
no
a religious
grunts or moans.
experience.
Talking in tongue. Mm.
Yes.
No,
Mhm.
all right. Cancel everything.
Listen, you put a meatball down the center of the home plate. Like it's just. Yeah. Anyway.
No,
You know,
but
just,
I'm just
fuck
I'm
over
just
Swish.
buddies with the tree.
So-
It seems. That's all.
Yes, it does seem
And
that way, of
then-
course.
And then he spits on it.
What?
I'm sorry.
No.
That's. I think that should go in the quotes from Olivia.
I'm
And then he spits on it. Talking about the wound earlier. So.
Yeah.
Oh
Connor.
yes.
Oh.
but I'm a bit at a loss right now.
You're welcome.
Well, do you need to rest, Ayla?
Isla.
Probably not.
Ayla, we'll get your name. One of us will get your name right at some point, and that might
I
even be
get
you.
it right every time.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, God.
So, Ayla,
Mhm.
do you need to rest?
No,
Good.
I feel fine. I can watch over you guys. Whatever is it that you need. Just let me know. I can also heal. I would love to hear exactly what you guys went through so that I can heal it better. But no, I'm here to help. You guys take your rest.
I'll climb down from the tree. I'll go sit with Ayla, and I'll explain everything that happened yesterday and today. So the fight, I won't reveal exactly what I said to the tree. I'll just say that I connected with it. I will put an emphasis on what I believe is Shayla's identity, or what I understood from her story. Bless you. Plus one
Oh,
d4.
sorry, I forgot to mute.
What's the face?
Thank you.
But yes, if there's any point that you need in specific, I'm just glossing over it narratively so that we don't spend too much time on it. But if there's any point that you need further info,
Yeah, I got you. Okay, cool. I mean, I guess since she's having this conversation with Fiddick, I guess she wants to kind of get a read on how he's feeling about everything as you're describing it. Like just to get
go
the
insight.
view. Uh-oh.
I'll try to deceive you, not actively, but like passively.
I live out in the forest, bro. Oh, I guess my insight's forest.
Oh damn, I'm such a good liar.
Oh.
22.
Oh, that's a total 10 for insight.
My
For
luck is
Isla.
continuing. I don't know what's happening. I'm sorry to everyone.
Got a solid 10. All right, so what am I looking at then?
I'm slightly tired. Like a weight has not been removed from my shoulders, but has been marginally lightened. What I'm saying seems candid,
Right.
and yeah, like I'm not hiding anything. And with a 22, I don't think you'd know if I was glossing over certain areas of this story to kind of guide you towards certain things. But
Yeah.
I'll just say that I connected with this tree because I understand what it lost. I can empathize with that, and I know what it's like.
So basically, what she gleams is just like you feel for this tree is all that she really gets. Is all that she really connects to with your emotions.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, it's I understand what it lived through, and so I managed to calm it down and agreed to follow us back to where it belongs, which is the Feywild.
Yeah, so seeing that, she'll just be like, so, is that like a new partner?
Partner? No, it's going to be leaving us quite soon. And it did apparently create much of the creatures that we fought in this bog.
Oh.
Through its anger, it was cursing the bog. Apparently, it sent all those parasites, and perhaps even the mound that swallowed both you and I.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fond memory.
It's going to be better once it's back where it belongs. It can look for its dryad and hopefully find it again, connect with it. I hear that's good for trees like that, so.
Oh, it's lost its dryad is its problem.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to pretend I understand everything that's been said about this tree. This is just isn't my area of expertise, but when it traveled through to our world, the dryad that was part of this tree didn't travel with it. Now, I don't know when that happened, but I know that if I left someone important to me in the Feywild, I'd go back and try to look for them.
I can fill in some information while I'm still here. The tree said that it was like losing part of their soul. So it's having a partner who's also a big part of yourself that you just don't have anymore. It's kind of sad. Really sad.
I can only imagine.
Reen is having this exact same conversation with the tree.
So yes, something big and something important. So we're bringing it back. The bog will be better. The tree will be better. Everyone wins, is what I understand.
I see. And you're just going to escort it home?
Shouldn't we? I mean, I don't intend to step through. I've had enough of the Feywild for my fill, at the very least. But honestly, well, there's nothing left for me. You interested in the Feywild?
Insight check.
You can insight check, sure.
Can I get advantage from previous dealings with this tree that have kind of inclined me to believe that, oh, there might be some darkness in his past? Or you want me to do it straight?
Not necessary. That would just be a flat roll.
I mean, to be fair, you can believe whatever you want, whether you succeed or not. It's just additional information.
It's up to interpretation.
Oh, damn.
Oh no.
Well, look, mine is a nat 1 that still gives me 4. And you
both-
got a
you
4,
both
but it's
got
not
4.
a nat 1.
You both got 4.
So, DM, how do you rule?
How does this work?
Need it, beat it?
I would say no.
Verla wins that, right?
Maybe some minor, like very minor information.
Yeah.
But it would probably be something like Vidic has known somebody who died.
Fiddick has known somebody who died.
And that is all that she gets to know.
I mean, I may suck at lying, but you suck at knowing people lie. So
Yeah. She is practically a baby. Yeah.
Yeah, Cirla's very naive.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no worries. I didn't have the exact same life as this tree did. We understand one another on some levels. Plus, it's pretty neat. Used to have one in the well, I mean, I still have one in the back of my home. Was a swing on it. Used to spend nights, playing with my daughter. Anyway, I'm going to go check on the others. I say awkwardly as I stand up and kind of go down into the damp cave of dampness.
Okay. What has Reen been doing during this time?
Actually, literally what I said. So Reen's been sitting with the tree talking in private, but speaking about, I don't want to go all into it too much, but that Reen has pretty, similar experience, only he hasn't been able to find a way to get back to his family and home in the Feywild.
So the tree will kind of emit and mirror your own sadness and loss of home and precious people.
Okay, because we're gonna get you home. That'll make me feel much better. And then that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Was it in Common, Sylvan?
Probably would have stuck to Sylvan solely because you did that.
Yeah, that would make sense. Could I have heard part of it?
Well,
no,
I'm out
Because
with
I
the
was
tree.
talking
I
at the
thought
same
you guys
time, and I
were.
understand that you were far, perhaps? Ish?
Well, I was still with the tree, and you
He
guys
said next to
were
the tree,
in
so
the.
isn't that
Yeah.
where the three of us are right now?
I
Well,
thought you guys
curtain
went
of
down to
leaves or something.
the dwelling or whatever.
Oh, well, I was sitting with Isla outside, but I mean, if
Well,
you wouldn't
no,
have done your thing like
yeah,
5
Reen would
feet
have
away from
tried to
us.
do it quietly or when people weren't there, preferably.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Specifically Fiddick.
I can roll to see how stealthy I would be about it.
No, you don't have to roll stealth. You can.
I
just be
know.
away-
Stop
you can
rolling
you can just,
against me.
you can just be away from
Right.
us. That's fine.
Yeah. No, I just mean in terms of like when I do it. So you might see me go out to the tree, but
Yeah.
I
You would
mean, to be
say-
fair, I was mostly talking to Isla, so I wouldn't really be listening, but I might have caught like a few. That's all.
Yeah, like you can hear that he is talking in Sylvan, but you're not really picking up details.
I mean,
Boggle, 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 boggle,
Isla's
boggle,
ears
boggle.
also perk up.
Yeah, probably the
no,
same thing.
Reen would probably do it in the middle of the night, though. Like I said, not when anyone.
Oh, okay, all right.
Well,
Later
it's
then.
more
Later
or
then.
less.
Oh wait,
Some-
we're only
We were
waiting
short
here
resting.
for 1 hour. We're not waiting until
Oh, duh. Okay. Well, then yes. That.
Yes to what?
It would be. Oh, you know what? This is the reason why Reen has this. He doesn't like talking about his stuff.
Okay.
He can do a combination of detect thoughts and encode thoughts to
Nice.
transfer thought strands
Okay.
straight into the tree's mind. So it
Okay.
can remember
don't-
my memories.
yeah. And as far as thoughts, it's mostly like a mix of emotions of sadness, grief, and
Oh yeah, I mean, for sure.
yeah.
Reen wouldn't be trying to invade the tree's mind, just this is more effective than speaking because
Yeah.
it could visualize.
Okay. So you and the tree kind of connect on an emotional level. Swish, you've got an hour what are you doing?
Napping.
Okay.
Straightforward,
Rage
love it.
napping.
So Shayla also takes a little snooze. And those of you who need to roll hit dice may do so. And you
Yep.
guys get a short rest.
Okay, cool. This doesn't help me.
Well, you get your wild shapes back.
Do I?
I
Yes.
can get
Yeah, they
one
come back on short
spell.
rest.
I don't know.
It's
I don't
that
know
cool.
anymore. Coming from Moon Druid, I'm like, I don't know what's real and what isn't.
Is it not rolling my... Oh, here we go. Sorry. There we go.
Cyrilla, you
Oh,
rolled.
that's
Oh,
enough.
you're a sorcerer. You have d6s. I was thinking bard.
I am also a bard.
She also
Yeah.
has
Only one
those. She also has those.
Yes.
I mean, if you want me to have D8s, I'll have D8s. Like, sure.
You have 1d8.
1D8 of 1D8s? Okay.
Win, sucker.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Sucker, I barely know her. Got Olivia.
It also got
One of
Thomas.
the rare
Oh, no,
skinny jokes I do
you've
that
taken-
actually
you've
gets her to fucking laugh her ass
You've
off.
taken them out. You've taken them out.
Yes.
Anyway. The tree, after an hour, the tree gets rather impatient, and Shayla will come out of her bog cave, shake Swish awake.
So is this tree speaking in any way, or
No,
okay?
it seems that it prefers not to. It can, but
Mood.
doesn't go out of its way.
Literal mood. This is why Isla chooses to be animal.
So Shayla will say, "Well, let's go. Portal won't last forever."
Right. Okay, well, you're going to lead the way?
Yeah, let's go. So she will guide you towards kind of a area of the bog where there's almost like a crevasse going downwards, covered by like petrified oak, and she'll gesture to Isla and say, "Now watch this carefully. You're not able to do this quite yet, but in a while you will be." And she'll kind of put her hand on the portal and concentrate for about 10 minutes. And you see the oak tree that kind of covered a path of darkness open and expand until it is large enough for a tree to pass through. At which point, briefly, you guys see the glimmer of a woman of green, made of a woman of green that is covered in leaves, not like the ones you saw in Fantasy Hooters, but she stands in the cavern's opening and holds out her arm, beckoning the willow forth, and it will go into the portal.
Linear?
No, knowing how deceptive things can be in the Feywild, I'm not. I just want to be sure and look at it critically, just to make sure that it's not something beckoning the tree to its doom because it knows that that's what it wants.
Don't you stop their love!
I mean, I just want to make sure that their love is not toxic and catfishy. All right.
Alright, fair.
Okay. Good.
Roll
All right.
insight.
I will attempt insight. It's a 7, so my luck's ran out. Sadly.
Yeah, you're really not sure.
I'll kind of clench my teeth as I get down from the tree. All right, you be careful.
She is my
Don't-
spirit.
That's Linaire?
It is.
Hi.
Well, don't come back here then. Shoo. Go
And-
away.
Go on,
Like
get
a
you
dog.
filthy
Go
dumb
on,
animal!
get. And
Yeah.
I throw. Yes, I never want to see you again.
I guess Reen also would communicate to it real quick through the same message or method. That if you happen to find quick steps, just let them know that I'm looking.
Okay. The tree seems to bow its head in a nod, but is largely not paying attention to you because it's been reunited with part of its soul, and will disappear into the darkness.
We did it.
Congratulations. And Shayla will work on another ritual to close and bind this portal.
Anything we can do to help?
Nothing now.
Maybe
Soon
make
you
sorry.
will learn.
well, maybe you should make sure nothing dangerous that comes in through this way. Well, it's still
I'm
open.
closing it.
I mean, we can stand guard around it.
Like 10 minutes, yeah?
Mhm.
Let's do that then. Even when you move your arms wide, you only occupy a 5 foot by 5 foot
Mhm.
square. But yeah, so we're going to watch the entrance of that portal, make sure that nothing bad comes out. Or more
And-
boggles, or mean locks. They suck.
You see like a little like butterfly start to come out, and Shayla just swats it back in.
Oh, that looks pretty though.
Yes, they're iridium butterflies. They land on your head and eat your dreams. Don't. It's the Feywild.
So they're
Everything
like-
pretty is pretty for a reason.
So they're like succubi butterfly then.
They're not all dangerous.
Well, that one was, and I don't think it would like the bog so much.
Just
That's
in
fair.
general, things from the Feywild should stay in the Feywild. In general.
Rain.
Just yourself.
I came out because there was nowhere else to go.
Oh, you came
Feywild
out?
is a pretty
Congratulations.
terrible place. Yes, me, my wife, and my daughter, biological daughter, came out.
All gay. Lavender marriage.
Mhm.
She's my beard.
So you guys will watch as the oak lowers to the ground, closing that portal.
Amazing.
Olivia.
Mhm.
I know oaks are considered, pretty sacred. Would asking to take a small piece of it would be considered sacrilege.
Roll religion.
Oh boy.
Okay.
You
I'm
start
also-
reaching for it and let Swish.
I'm also as good as insight as am religion. But this is a 12.
Probably fine.
Miss Shayla,
Yes.
this is really cool. I'd like to take a memento of what happened today. It would. Do you think it'd be bad if I take a piece of the oak, or is that a not generally a good thing to do?
You can take it, but know that it is old. Likely thousands of years old. You are but a blip in time to it.
Mm-hmm.
You can learn from it, learn from the spirit it houses, but it may share its wisdom. Respect it, and respect its wisdom.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Thank you for the insight. I'm gonna.
These here, they do not die as easy. They do not compost like other trees do when they die. It hardens and stays that way for many, many years. This tree may be older than the gods.
Whoa. Do you think I can try and talk to it?
If you know how to speak with plants.
As
Though
I
its
said before,
mind
I
may be changed.
well, I can try. Can you guys give me a minute? I don't mean to
Swish has
delay our.
probably already walked away.
I'm gonna do this anyway.
All
And
right.
she'll kind of just walk up to the tree. Hi, swamp bog oak tree. I'm Cirla Mythweaver. You may know my ancestor, who's also a Mythweaver. There's a lot of us. I was hoping to take a piece of you with me. I mean, you're really cool, and you're a part of this big whole thing. And I have a tattoo of you, and I don't. I feel like that that the druid said you'd have a lot to share. I'd like to listen if that's okay. And she'll just kind of reach her hand out, just before touching it. And can I place my hand on you, please?
You don't feel any, negative or positive response.
I'm going to take that as a yes for now. I'm sorry if this offends, and she'll put her hand on the tree.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Kind
how
of.
consent works.
Don't get me started. I was hoping to take a piece of you. Small. Maybe something that's chipped away recently. If I can look on the ground and see it, and all the bog here, but
There's no chipped off pieces, but there
Mhm.
is a little branch that looks like you could more easily cut it.
Is it okay if I take that branch from you?
Roll persuasion.
Gotta roll higher than a 10, baby. Well, it was almost not 20. But
You do not
bad,
feel
13.
any response, either affirmative or negative.
I should probably leave you be then. I'll come back
Are
and
you
talk.
coming, Serla? My pants are filled with bog water, and my scarf is filled with like oak twigs or something that just broke off as we passed through the thicket. So I'd like to.
Just 1 minute. Just thank you. And she'll. This isn't a creature, allegedly, but she's gonna use this as a bardic inspiration to kind of push a story into it, probably her ancestor story of the Mythweaver, and just kind of see if it, the magic takes. But just kind of going through the spirit of the Mythweaver and their not mission, but their life's work spent on making this world a better place, essentially. And she's going to just kind of push that through the whatever connection she has to this, which is admittedly not a whole lot right now, or any at all. She's just gonna use that and take a few steps back and just bye, Bog Oak. I'll see you.
Performance.
Oh, that's even worse. It's an 8.
Bog is not impressed.
Eh.
You don't feel any response.
Pete don't like me. It's okay.
And now my little sister is talking to trees. We need to leave this bog before we all go.
I can hear that.
You were supposed to.
I still have a bone to pick with you. And she's gonna back away from the tree and rejoin the group as quickly as she can, which is, not a whole lot considering Bog.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, they can't get away from you that quickly, so at least it's that.
They're the terror of the group, yes.
Shayla will say, well, I'll walk you back to my place. You might be able to get to Darius real late if that's where you're headed, or I guess you can spend another night here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'd rather we didn't, if we can. Nothing against your bog. You know what? No, I'm tired of saying this. Everything against your bog. It's not your bog. It's Bog's. I know, like 1 hour from here.
I just gutted the fish and she grabbed it.
Kong.
1 hour from here, there's an actual village. It's away from this bog. We can rest and we can be dry. And I haven't been dried in 2.5 days.
Presentation.
And now I'm wet again. You just made me dry for 3 seconds.
But now you can say you haven't been dry since 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, that just weakens my point. I'm just saying that there's some comfort to be had not too far from here.
As you look down, you see a mosquito on your arm.
I slap it. I do monk damage to it.
I'm pretty sure if I said I wanted to stay another night here, Swish would probably strangle me.
Yes.
Oh, what?
We appreciate your hospitality, however.
I understand. I didn't really want y'all to stay. I just thought it'd be nice.
Well, it was nice.
You made it clear, but yes, thank you for your hospitality.
Now, how about we start making our way back to town? As I understand that there was some payment to be had. And
right.
maybe we can sleep somewhere dry.
And while we're here, would you mind having to sign a like a little letter to the our employer to say, hey, we took care of this problem. Here's what we faced. An invoice, if you will. Here, let me just and she'll do a quick write up of, hey, we faced this, we did this whole thing, and it just hands it over to for her to give the AOK off of, if that's okay.
She will.
She will.
That's incredibly rude to do, considering 50% of people don't know how to read or write. Like, just giving them written words and just be like,
this okay?
She'll just stick her thumb in bog and stamp it.
Oh. Cool signature. Thank you.
Yeah. Just get out of here, alright?
Okay. It was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet some of y'all. Including
damn.
Isla's been a delight. Fuck you, Swish. Fuck you, Dog. Fuck you, Fiddick. Sailor, you're okay.
All right, then. Ayla, you just came from outside the bog. Mind leading us back out?
No, of course not.
Alright, so as you guys set out to finally leave the bog, let us take a 10-minute break and come back at 15 past.
That works for me. Yep.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
See you in 10
Alright.
minutes.
See y'all in a bit.
All right, welcome back. We had just ended our first half of this session with the tree returning to the Feywild and its dryad Linnea. And after a very half-hearted offer for you guys to stay the night, Shayla was not disappointed for you guys to decide to make the trek out to Daris. Fiddick, you would also know of, a small village not too far from here called Bregway. And that is an option that you could try and go there and see if you could spend a night there. Or you could
honestly, between this sleeping under the stars again and having a real bed, we've been in enough wet and hurt and scared and near-death experience that we deserve a feather bed if there's any around.
Well, that would be Daris.
Yeah, no,
Is
I understand.
it wet where we are now?
Well, the bog?
We're out of the bog now, right?
No, you're in the bog still.
Oh, I thought we were... Okay.
We can jump cut to where we're out of the bog, but...
Speaking of 80s, montage time.
It depends.
No,
which
we want a
direction
jump
you want
cut.
to go. It
I was going
depends
to say, it
whether
didn't
you
take
go
us forever to
southeast
get
or
into it.
east.
So, yeah.
I mean, if we go north, the way I understand is we get to my village, but I don't have enough beds to accommodate everyone. So I assume that south, since big city is also in that direction.
Yeah, southeast to Daris.
So Bregway, you said, right?
Redway is east, and that's like a small village. You're probably not going to get a feather bed. It's probably going to be a bedroll by a campfire. Yes, that's how it's spelled.
Okay.
And where is my... There it is. There's the map. But maybe a straw pallet or, a spot next to a fire.
Fire is good.
Yeah.
Not sleeping on the ground is good.
Probably dry ground.
I don't see why you have such a problem with it.
I mean, is it still raining today?
I mean, look. I have a certain amount of whittled spoons, and I've spent them all trying to sleep in a bog. Now I need a bag, and that will recover my spoon.
I'm confused.
Is this like a
That's-
dad thing? Is this what dads do?
Whittle?
Is that a dad
Yeah.
thing? Huh.
I think
Most-
so.
Most
dad
dads
never
I
did
know whittle spoons.
I wouldn't know.
I mean, look, you've seen what I have to do and how I have to bend and how I have to force open monsters' jaws to get some people out. So all I'm saying is I would like to save my spine for the years that I still have, that it's good. And if I can get a bed, I'll get a bed. And of course, everyone else is getting a bed. I'll pay out of my own pocket. Everyone, no one should adventure in, stuck outside freezing, no good food, no good.
You know,
Basically,
we have
you want a bed.
natural-
I mean, we do have bedrolls, but I definitely prefer.
There you go.
Well, then let's go to Daenerys.
Yeah.
Darius.
Daenerys
Mother-
is
Game
someone
of
else.
Thrones?
Let's just go to.
It's okay. There's a place in the Feywild called that.
Where
You're getting
you
mixed
said
up.
Daenerys earlier.
No, it's Daenerys.
Well, we'll
Let's just
see.
go to a different
We can see
franchise.
back. Yeah.
I'll run back the tape again.
Yeah, yeah.
Again.
So yeah, we'll head to Darius.
No,
See how far we can get before the sun sets on us. Is it still? It's still. You said it was still raining, by the way, too, right?
Yeah.
So
It's raining
even when
and
we
we're in a
leave,
bog. Yeah.
even when we leave Pete, you won't be dry.
Yeah.
It's all miserable.
I have
Yeah.
dark vision. I'm good to keep going after dark. I just want to make it to the city.
it should be pretty early in the day when we leave, because all we did basically was wake up.
Well,
Yeah, that's
Walk
true.
like
We
an
did
hour.
wake up early in the morning.
Yeah, you went out, you had a fight, you came back, you took a rest,
Yeah, it's
went there, you
I
came
guess
back.
evening probably, huh?
It's like little past noon.
It's-
Mm,
Busy
probably,
morning.
yeah, busy
How f-
morning.
How far is it to Darius? If we
Yeah,
want to
that's
do
what I
like
was
the
gonna
whole
ask.
trick, the whole trip, how long would it take?
Probably like 10 miles. But like a lot of that is difficult terrain, so it takes a bit.
Never understood why rangers have this ability that they can lead their whole party through difficult terrains and druids don't.
well, because druids are more focused on like the interaction with nature, not so much.
Druids are appreciating the difficult terrain.
Okay. They're friends with the difficult terrains and rangers are having none of that.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
So, being at Darius, can I find my family's like outpost where we would have animals to travel with around here?
That would be further south from here.
Okay, further south, and we're heading north.
Further south.
Yeah.
So we're headed south. So we're here.
Oh, okay, okay.
Darius is here. Your family is here.
So it's after Darius.
Yes.
We get to Darius first.
Yes. And if
We
you
can
want,
do that after, though, if you want.
you could spend the night in Darius and then go to Isla's fam.
But my understanding of the trade is that they would have an outpost in
Yeah,
theirs.
they wouldn't be there like 24/7 though.
Okay.
They would probably
Not
like,
even
come
an
in-
intern? You know, a little druid intern who doesn't get paid and just
Okay.
manning the booth?
I mean, yeah, it's an important job. The fact that when Isla leaves that no one takes it up is kind of wild.
Well, it probably would be like they're there, like they go there with the animals, they come back, they get more animals, they go there, you know. So they're there probably like twice a week.
Okay.
So then we're heading to Darius.
I mean, if we can make it before too late at night, then I think that's the way to go.
It'd probably be midnight and you guys are gonna risk exhaustion.
I mean, I wouldn't be happy being exhausted. Sorry.
Would I take exhaustion because I move as fast as they can at double speed?
Yes, you could still take exhaustion.
Nah.
Because we have
you think
to
you
move
can
at the
outrun the
speed.
exhaustion?
Well,
If
no.
I run
but-
fast enough, it can't catch me.
But if
It's
you
more about-
guys are double speeding and going 60, then I basically just have to trot an extra like 10 every few
It
6
would
seconds.
be like you would be going at a slower pace for you, but it's still about kind of like the fatigue of
No, it's totally fine.
Then we can stop. But let's not make it hard. Let's stop at the small village at Bregway first.
just decide and get out of my
Crazy.
fucking swamp. Bog.
Oh, I didn't think that we needed to be stationary to talk about this.
Well, okay, so you're headed. Are
walk and
you
talk.
headed east or southeast? Because southeast is Darius, east is Bregway.
Let's go to Bregway if you don't want to risk it then.
Yeah, I mean, we really don't want exhaustion. Yeah.
We're not in a
All
hurry.
right.
We'll get to bed later.
To Bregway. I need somebody to make a survival roll.
Please, survival wealth. Help us.
Bork.
She is not well right now, but yeah, I mean, she definitely has huge bearings on this area. She has been in this area a billion times.
Mhm.
But yeah, as she goes to navigate, she'll kind of look, knowing that Fiddick has kind of similar background with the area, and just like she will just be like, "Hey, I'm thinking of planning to go this way. Does that sound good to you?"
If I can help, if I can assist and
Yeah.
give advantage, because I'm supposed to know this generally.
Yeah. Though you have avoided the bog. But you would
Yes.
know Bregway.
Makes sense.
Yep.
All right, cool. Thank
Yeah,
you.
fuck me.
Oh
Indeed.
my lord!
Hey!
Blammo.
Whammo blammo.
Isla has the best luck I've ever had in any character in my entire life. I need you guys all to know this. So that's a natural 20 for a 26 on survival.
Alright, so you get out of this bog pretty quickly. Fiddick is helping by providing motivation to leave. Swish is
I'm
also
motivated.
I was about to say Swish is
Swish is also very motivated. So you move quickly. Probably
Okay,
the
cool.
straggler is Cirla, who's like, ooh, some bogwood I could talk to. Actually, so I've researched bogs, and bogwood is actually really cool. Like, it stays preserved for like
Yep.
tens of thousands of years.
Because
Hell
it's
yeah.
kind of mummified.
Yeah.
It's
Basically
super
a mummy
weird.
tree.
It's also
Hell
pretty
yeah.
good at, like, you know, not getting to be rotted from being exposed to water all the time too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's pretty
definitely
resilient
rotted.
wood when wet.
But anywho, you guys will
That's your daily bog fact.
you log, make it to the forest, and make your way through a brief bit of forest before you see on a hill most of the hill is and a little bit of the surrounding area is covered in settlements. This is a little bigger than Forlect. It is mostly hunters with some agriculture.
Okay.
And they also so it's kind of a hunter-gatherer culture with also some logging. But pretty minor because,
They mine here too.
And they're pretty.
logging.
No, they're pretty minor.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, cool. Have you guys been here before, or is new territory for you?
I mean, I've been here to train once or twice.
Anything that stands out?
DM?
Not necessarily. There's they have a decorative wagon that is really, really big. It's the biggest carved wagon in Danea. At least that's what they claim. And is a centerpiece in the town square.
I mean, it's a pretty small town. Honestly, there's not much to see. I mean, there's the biggest wagon.
Biggest?
Don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's true, if it's the biggest wagon, but it is pretty big.
Cool. Well, you should check it out, but I think we should probably secure our place to sleep for tonight.
Take care
First.
of it. I mean, I wanted it, so I'll take care of it. You guys can go see the wagon if you want.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So when you arrive, there is this village is big enough to have an inn. It's pretty modest. It's more of a hostel, like you would be paying for a spot in a common room. But you might be able to pay extra for like a spot that just has 6 beds, and so it'd be the 5 of you and 1 rando, possibly.
I mean, I'll pay
But
a little
probably
extra
not
to get...
if they come in the room and see.
Like, yeah, I mean, it's a huge common room. We're very weird, and
Our clothes are just covered in blood.
And muck.
And peat, and we're all very flammable.
And I don't think peat smells good.
I mean, it's old.
You should say that to his
moldy
face.
grass.
I mean,
Yeah.
jeez.
But yes.
So, you arrive, and the older lady at the front says, "Oh dear. Well, we have baths, but
Oh. No, that's good. We'll take probably. No, I don't want to soon, but let's do 4 because some of them have magic, I think. I'll definitely take a bath. Let's do 4. We'll tell you later because we're not going to want you to heat the water right away.
well, they're just big tubs. You guys could share, or I guess go one at a time. But if you don't want to wait, there's going to be other people in there too."
Nice. Well, we get what we get. That's good. So how much for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds and baths for all of us, possibly?
I'm gonna charge you extra for what you're gonna do to my bats.
Oh.
Didn't I get prestidigitated into a nicer state? Or was it just the wet?
Fair.
Well, the one time you asked for it, he's like, well, I don't like it. It doesn't help my argument. So, no, I didn't do it again. So, fuck you.
Cyrilla is on prestidigitation strike, so no.
Well, Reen does prestidigitation. So.
Okay, so
You're
you
supporting the
arrive
man.
looking clean, but probably not feeling clean.
Yeah.
I imagine prestidigitation is like the dirt is gone, but it doesn't feel gone.
No,
Yeah.
for sure. There's no way it can feel as good as like, yeah.
So
The oils and all that kind of, naturally, are stripped away. And you
I
kind of.
need to invent a spell that takes a charge and it's called like full spa. And it just makes you feel like you had a spa day.
yeah.
I think it's called Hero's Feast.
That's too
That
expensive.
doesn't clean you.
You're just full and immune to poison for some reason.
So she will not
yeah,
charge you extra for the bats as Reen starts prestidigitating everyone.
Yeah, Isla's dirty as shit.
Yeah.
Look, we're going
you
to be
look at her,
careful.
you don't know when she last took a bath.
And hello, Vader.
Hello, cat butt.
The cats are harassing me as usual. Let's see.
Like Olivia was like, "Hello, Vader," and Maya was, "Hello, cat butt." It was like they were talking to each other, like villains just met each other.
So it's gonna be 5 silver pieces.
5 silver? Alright.
Mhm.
I'll fork it.
You'll do what?
I said I have no spoons left, so I have to fork it.
And so you now have access to the baths, to the stew pot, and to the accommodations.
Hopefully not the same thing. The bath.
No,
and the
not
spot.
the same.
Are the baths warmed?
I mean, that's how you get the seasoning, the flavor.
They're a little warm.
Mhm.
Like, they get replaced. Like, there's occasionally when she has time, she'll dump some hot water in, and
Well, I can help with that.
Yeah, that would be nice. I don't want more lukewarm water around my body.
Prestidigitation. It's only a foot at a time for an hour.
1 cubic foot.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's fire bolts,
There's,
which I do have.
I can
Yeah,
always
if
just create
there's
a
a
bonfire
steaming
for us.
there's a steaming
just
bath.
create a bonfire underwater.
that did not go well in
The Victorian
Spain.
era. You seen the Victorian era baths where they have those like fires under them or like the heating source and just like, oh, I'm gonna put my foot in, like, oh, that's a 3rd-degree burn.
Yeah, Swish is heading straight for the warmest looking bucket
Okay.
or whatever
Yeah.
the bath
So what's
is.
like the bathing situation here? Is it like open air? Is it just like
It's
in a room with
inside. It's kind of like lower, so it's a little like warmer, and there's like a fire, so that kind of traps the heat, so it makes it kind of warm. And you guys, there are large baths that are communal, and there's 3 people scattered between them.
How many of them are weird grandpas letting it all out?
They're all
all of them?
strange grandfathers.
If you've
That
never been on
tracks.
to a military
100%.
base changing room, there's always that one old guy just There's like a locker, and like a bench that goes through it. There's one old guy with his leg up on there, is just free
yep.
balling it,
Yep.
dried himself off. Is like, hey, how you
Yeah.
doing, young man?
No,
It's
and then
like,
they make conversation.
yeah,
Like,
It's
Yes.
a power move. It
being
has
8
yeah.
years old, be like, oh, that's a punching bag. It's like, oh boy.
Well, yeah, and then as you enter, one of the old men gets out, sits on a bench, lifts one leg.
Oh,
I
man.
have designed
I
our
figured.
destroyer.
Man.
I figured that. Yep, that
Oh.
was going to happen.
Starts drying off.
Oh, man.
Switch
I'll,
just sees this and is like, cool. It just drops everything and walks in.
You've been on boats with probably several men. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
Mhm.
Switch does not care.
Yeah. Like, it's kind of like a lot of people like wrap a little towel around their their bits, except freeing the nipple. But
Free the nipple.
he's got the towel wrapped, but you're seeing everything.
They're hanging low.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay. I can
get in.
I can heat the water quick for you, Swish, and everyone. Let me just excuse me. She'll just kind of put her hand into the water and just cast prestidigitation to make it warm. And she'll go to each bath and do that, and struggle not to look at everyone who is naked because she is having a very potent bi-panic moment right now.
Oh
Big
no.
deal,
Well, that's very appreciated. Thank you, Sarla.
Mhm.
Normally, I'd wait after dark when there's no one, but I do feel disgusting. So
I think I'm going to wait until dark, but
Rena looked to the nearest old guy that he got in with, and just kind of like, "Hi, do you come here often?"
if Rin is starting a conversation with the guys who are there for
Bullets
conversation,
flapping in the wind.
I am not. I'm taking 15 minutes until this is done before going in.
And no insight needed. Rena's very genuine about his question.
Yeah, sometimes I get in a fight with the missus and come here so that she can cool down. She says I'm not good at housework.
Are you?
I mean, no.
at least he owns it.
Right?
Yeah.
I cleaned the dishes, but I guess I cleaned them wrong. I forgot to clean the bottoms.
Not to get the whole thing. I'm actually very fastidious about cleaning things, but I can do with the spells. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's relaxing. Get away from the kids. Well, we got our kid who's still like little, and then the neighbor always drops off their kid last minute, no warning. Like, oh, you don't mind. And their kid's a little menace. They never say no to that little kid. Well, it's and yeah, it gets loud.
I can imagine. It sounds wonderful.
Yeah, and he's like frowning, but like he's like, yeah, I like it. Yeah, they test my patience, but
Well, hopefully everything goes all right with you and your wife or partner.
we'll make
I don't-
up, and then she'll get her chance to go to the bats. Well, I'll just give her some money and set her loose in the market.
See, what I do is I just kind of do both sides of the dishes while I'm doing, the one.
Rising.
I love Raging so much.
Yeah. Yeah, I should probably do that.
Yeah. All right. Well.
And then he starts snoring.
The snoring is probably my cue to come back and get into the bath as well.
All right. Well, after some time,
definitely, Isla's hopping in there, no hesitation. She's stripping, hopping in.
yeah,
Going to give a fuck.
yeah. Well,
So this
This
is
is
with
the first time everyone's seen all of Swish's tattoos. They're extensive.
How many?
They're all white with like so like there's none like on the front, but like it goes all the way down the back, like to the waist. They're all like white and runic, that same style that Sorla has.
Cool.
Say, test
It goes like up
a
up the
palette.
neck a bit. And there's a couple on the face as well that obviously you've seen before. But
Nice. I mean, I guess you would see Isla's tattoos. I haven't really mentioned them because I was waiting for our art to kind of come out. But but yeah, she's actually tatted from the top of, I forget what side I said. I think it's her right side. Could be wrong. Could be left side. But she's tatted from like almost chest level, but it's kind of like down her side, all the way down her thigh. And she just kind of has like Celtic, just symbols of things folding over and over themselves from
Celtic knots?
Yes, one
Yeah.
might even call them that. Yeah, but she has that from like the top of the side of her chest, all the way down to like almost her knee. So I guess you guys do see that.
I didn't know that all of you let Serla work on you.
Someone say my name? She says from outside the bath.
Yeah, you're covering your eyes outside. What?
I mean, everyone puts their towel on their bits. You put your towel around your eyes, and you're just walking around blind.
On the eyes, nowhere else. Just all the bits just hanging out. Like, I'm protected.
If I don't see, they can't see. Yes.
Is
Right.
everyone decent in there by now?
Rian's
Yeah.
race would come
Yeah,
out
we're all
probably.
decent.
Okay. Then she'll come in, do a quick change, and just kind of avoid looking at anyone and directly in the eye, and just kind of getting in the bath next to Swish.
Finnick is like politely avoiding, like looking at everyone very intensely in the eye to show them that like that's where his eyes are. Right?
Oh, God.
It's eye contact and there's no going down. Like perfect discipline.
Okay. Isla is the opposite. She's taking everybody in full situation.
Well,
Shamelessly, she's just like, what are we working with here?
with Rian, you would notice that like his race actually becomes more apparent as his
Ooh.
muscles are like real, like it's basically just all muscle, like kind of like a fish or
Like coiled wire, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ripcord.
but just like real smooth, but like yeah, just super
Remind
tight.
me, what color is his skin?
It's darker, just kind of shade. Of
What are we
brown.
talking like brown, black, gray? Oh, okay. Brown.
Yeah. I don't know specifically yet.
that's
the art.
okay.
So
Racially
Wait till the
ambiguous.
art comes out.
Yeah.
There aren't any mirrors where I come from.
I mean, you
Well,
can
I guess,
look at your arms.
I guess with Sarla, surprisingly, she's more tattoo light compared to their older sibling. Mostly just the one on their arms. A couple of them uncovered from the throat. With nothing else, really. She's kind of tattoo light compared to Swish. More, it's like, I guess now that, Isla's, getting an eyeful,
Yeah, shamelessly.
you see that now that there's like more skin exposed, there's a lot more subtle, there's like subtle movements with it, with like some of the sort of like nebulous energy that kind of was usually unseen before, unless it happened to be on her arms. But it paints a lot bigger picture in terms of how, I guess it's a fitting word, how alien her body is.
Yeah, Swish is not nearly as fancy with the skin color. Just with the contrast with the tattoos. But Swish is just kind of hanging at the edge, leaning back, enjoying it, not even really looking at anyone else.
We have the fucking, not duality, it's just all shades different. Not looking, really not looking, looking in the eyes, having a conversation with some random.
Yeah. So a shark, that's what I was thinking, not just a fish.
Yeah, Isla will just respond, no, I haven't gotten work done by her, but
I wondered.
perhaps in the future? She looks over at Sarla as you're joining us.
What work am I doing?
Perhaps some work on Isla, eventually.
Oh, you want tattoos? Is it going to be your first?
No. She looks a little confused as she turns.
She's not looking.
The
She's not
side
looking.
of her body.
Tyrla's like,
Like, oh, so it's going to be your first? It's like seeing a little bit out the corner of her eyes, like you're like, nope, it's going to look up a little bit higher now.
No, I actually have some previous work here.
And it flickers down. Her eyes widen and they go right back up. It's like,
Swish, on the other hand, is gonna like look up and go, nice, and then go back to.
How can you tattoo people if you don't want to look at them?
Yeah, is the body not your canvas?
You're really pretty.
That is true.
I'm sorry, does that mean do I not qualify for your tattoos?
So Sarah is full of blushing right now. It looks white. Instead of the usual pink. I mean, you qualify. Just right now, you're really. I can't. I'm
As she's still just displaying her side.
I'm incredibly gay.
Oh,
well,
congratulations!
But thank you. I can't.
Sorry. She turns back to face you, but she's still naked, so that doesn't really
help.
Doesn't really make it better.
Not to push the naive thing too far, but like Reen honestly probably wouldn't have much concept for what that means.
By the way, I didn't describe, but even though Fiddick does not have tattoos, he does have scars, many of them. Chest, probably pierced by something sharp, probably larger than an arrow, like a spear or something, at several points that just kind of like closed up in kind of twisty, flowery fashion, long time ago, and has some very old but still noticeable whiplashes scar on his back. And even though he's not like that muscled, he has a kind of leanness to him. Even though like he might at his age he probably has like just a tiny little bit of like a belly. But just a tiny bit. Like he's still an adventurer and he expands like 3,000 calories a day.
It just comes with being a dad. It just comes
it happens. Like the day you learn that you have a kid, it just happens.
A badge of glory.
Yeah, it's sympathetic pregnancy, and then it never goes away. But yes, so yeah, and he's being still very polite at like looking everyone in the eye so that they know he's not looking at them, unless like when Isla was like showing her tattoos, he looked at the tattoos because obviously that's consent.
Let me just move this titty real quick here, right here.
Yeah, she's literally holding the tits and is like, this is the tattoos on the side of her ribs.
Yeah.
I will say that communal bathing is pretty normal.
I mean, I assume.
Well, we have made it not normal.
Yeah, you have made it awkward.
So, for Cyrilla, yeah, it's. What's that?
Cyrilla Prey has never being very sheltered.
Yeah, considering the status. So in a different way that she's, I guess, not used to more public nudity, but like the outfits that some ceremonies are done in are pretty revealing for the myth weavers, because the whole skin showing off as much as possible. Also, kind of weird fetish kind of thing for some people. You know how it is.
I don't. What is this? What is this that's happening?
People just sexualizing others through the guise of but it's for the culture, kind of thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that do that for culture. But...
There are a lot of sometimes you have seen being sold like Mythweaver outfits that are very, basically lingerie.
Padme
like
Amidala.
Halloween costume, but worse. Oh no.
It's like a Padme Amidala, with was it Jabba the Hutt scene, wherever the.
No, that was Leia and.
Oh right, Leia.
The metal bikini.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not that bad, but
Mm-hmm.
So she hasn't really been a part of that quite yet, but like. She's worn it a few times to practice with, because the outfit's also like flowing too, so it's like it's really particular to dancing. So she's a little used to not showing up, but like just kind of being in more less than conservative state of dress, but not seeing other people too much in it. No. And if she was, she'd still not, try not to look, because again, people are pretty.
Isla will say, well then, what, I would only want her work if she was inspired. What inspires you, Cyrilla?
I mean, I can't, I don't really, do any fancy, tattoos, mostly just the runic things for protection or for my mom is better at it than I am. She can ward away baldness or solve some fertility issues, or
that's very powerful.
And there are some more powerful magics than that, where it can shield somebody from from being hurt or guiding someone's blade to their target. But I'm still learning. I know some of the more minor ones, but that those require some powdered silver. But I can do something basic as just a starter if you want for.
Yes, but what inspires you is what I asked.
Trees. Well, I mean, that's the whole thing, is that the runes that come from my ancestor are always based on trees or other such plant life, and that power is transferred towards a sort of mix of elvish and primordial runes, and there's, depending on the person who's receiving it and the tattooer, it can mean or embody a plethora of different things, like the gods almost. And I really like. I did. And the first one she like looks to is Swish. It's just sibling. It's this one right
I
here.
am her portfolio.
Yes, literally.
Mom did all most of these, but I did this one here, and it's what was it? It was the one looks like a sort of like a wave almost.
Yeah.
I can't remember what was the
I'd have to scroll back a ways to find it.
Ulian?
Tattoo lore.
Honeysuckle.
Tattoo lore. Okay.
It was honeysuckle.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Which is linked to it's linked to will, the force of will, desire, sexuality, secret wants, self-discovery, love, and perseverance. Mostly for Swish, it's about will and perseverance. But what sort of trees or things do you want to embody or inspire in others, or to have come your way? Or now, she's getting a lot more comfortable. She's looking Isla directly in the eye now, and sticking directly with the eye.
It's a good trick.
I am more curious to kind of see what type of tree you would think I am. But I do have some inspirations.
Well,
I have to be a little, there's trees that I admire. I don't think that I exactly stand up to how strong and amazing they are personally. I have ones that I admire, but I don't know which one would be me, per se.
Well, I mean, you're more druidic. You have a connection with the animals. From what I've seen, you're pretty resilient.
One that I do admire is, I've only heard it called the dragon blood tree.
What is that? That sounds cool.
I've only heard tales of it. I haven't gotten to see it myself, but it's the total reverse of what general tree anatomy is. Normally trees they pull their nutrients, their water from the ground, but this tree has adapted in places that's not possible, and they're able to pull their nutrients, their water, from the air. I've never seen it. I don't even know if that's real. I've just heard myths, and it's just dragon blood tree is also a really cool name.
Well,
I don't think I'm quite as resilient, but I think they're very cool.
would Sarah know about cacti and all that? Or is that not really native?
I mean, it's definitely not
if you
native to
know-
Tanea, but
No, wait. She knows about scorpions, and she doesn't know about cacti.
Scorpions through tails, though, is a thing.
Oh, okay. Fair.
13.
maybe you've heard about kind of spiny spiny plants, kind of through tails also, that like store their water, and but you wouldn't know like the different types of cacti and that kind of stuff.
Oh, does it look something like this? And she'll, conjure minor illusion, something that looks like a cactus, like little spindles, just kind of really sitting out like, Or is it? You said it. How does it look? This dragon blood tree.
Have you seen the way the roots of a tree grow into the ground?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine it the reverse. It's the roots that branch out into the sky.
Huh. So like this, and it's a tree, but upside down. And the bush is just put on top.
Yeah, that's literally perfect in her eyes. Yeah, so she'll look at it and she's like, yeah, that seems exactly like what they've told me of it.
Oh,
It looks like a dead tree with a wig.
Yeah, and it still survives.
Huh.
And it thrives.
Then you probably be connected to the fourth Acme, the winter embodied plants. So with the there are categorizations of trees and runes that are linked to the seasons, and of course the seasons have their own things they tend to embody, and
They're different attributes.
yes, so the winter ones tend to be either about death or resilience to it, or some sort of courage or protection. I mean, it's also a lot of overlap, but it's
This is just the horoscope in this world.
mhm. Yeah, but I think maybe a rowan tree. If you've tree, it's they tend to be a little more dense. They're more shrub like in some cases, but they have berries on them. And they're known for their protection from magic. Their sticks can be sticks can be carved from it, and they're hung over the door to stop evil spirits from entering. It's a bastion of knowledge, insight. It's known for protection and their awareness of the world around you. And it's also known to be pretty grounding, that as well. I'm not sure what your specific mission as, or your stance as a druid is, but that's more general. There's also the classic, the elder tree. It's more linked to spirituality, and bridging a connection between worlds. It's used as a tool for oracles. It's actually it's found in boggy areas too. So we just came from that. If you're looking for more winter things, an elm tree might suit you, or heather plants. More linked with passion, generosity, hospitality, compassion, healing. It's also been used for a sort of divination or contact to other worlds, a bridge to it. And they're used in ceremonies. There's a lot you can choose
They're
from.
all amazing trees, Sarah. I'm asking what mark you would put on me.
I mean, that's what I've been saying.
I don't
the
want to
heather
choose.
plant?
I want you to choose. If we do this,
I mean, I'd be happy to do this. I like Heather. I think Heather would suit you well. Ur. I mean, of course, you can also get multiple, but and having multiple sort of modifies and changes the whole meeting at time. It's. I think Heather is a good start.
Would here be proper placement? She lifts her left thigh out of the water.
Oh well. Okay. Well, starters are usually on the shoulder, but usually that's what the oak is usually for most people. Starters is the oak
right
symbol. But if you're looking for something more personal,
no, shoulder.
Right. I think on that note, and I'm just going to like lift from the bath and kind of turn away immediately, like tie a towel and kind of start drying off. I'm gonna go see that stew pot. I passed by it. The smell did not seem encouraging, so I'll see what I can do. You guys finish up.
He's inspired.
okay. I think she'll look over, and she'll probably see the extensive scarring. I'm guessing on the back.
Yeah. There's a few
Reen is
crisscross.
intensely focused.
Okay.
Don't stay in when the water gets. Well, I guess
I
you
can
will
leave it.
have magic. Yeah, I figure that's not relevant anymore. But anyway, don't stay until you're all wrinkly.
Okay. But if you're looking for Heather placement, Heather's usually done by the heart. But if you want it anywhere else, that's fine.
It's just hypotheticals. I would love to just be the canvas.
Well, just let me know when you want one, because I'm. Yeah, I can do it whenever. It looks like, and she'll do a little bit of minor illusion. It's just a straight line and then 3 parallel lines to each other, so it's 3 and then 1 straight through. It's a very simple tattoo.
Okay.
Yes. We can definitely figure something out in the future.
Okay.
I appreciate
Alright.
your craftsmanship.
Thank you.
So as you guys make it to the stew pot, and then which Fiddick will do his best to improve.
Yeah.
I mean, salvage.
And then to your beds. Is there anything you guys want to do before you long rest?
Pete.
Yeah.
No more Pete.
You're cut off from Pete.
No.
Green is ready for sleep.
Well, with that, as you guys tuck into your moderately comfortable beds, we will end our stream. So next week, December 10th, and see what is next for our adventurers.
Are we getting a long rest?
Yes, you guys get a long
Okay. I just want to make sure.
We
I'll
have
to come
to,
back. And oh, I pressed a long rest button. I didn't know. I know what spells I use. You know.
And then
Holding it
Olivia's
always
like,
gives you a
well,
long
I
rest,
sick the
so-
entire city on you in the middle of the night, so
Mm-hmm.
too
Yep.
bad.
So, good night, watchers, and we'll see you later. Goodbye.
Fuck Pete.